Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Transformers Generations IDW styled Scoop with Caliburst and Holepunch. And to be honest, I really don't know if that's their names. I know that's the names of the Target Masters, but whether or not who's who, I honestly don't even know who I just called who. I knew the names, I threw them out there. Hopefully I guessed right. But either way, they are very nicely done Target Masters actually. We'll go ahead and take a look at them first just because they were very well executed. I love the color scheme and paint job on these guys, very contrasting each other. Orange, blue, and yellow all switched around. They look great. So you can see they are very nicely molded. They both are individually molded with very nice bodies. I love the arms. They're very filled out. I like that. Very tough and strong construction workers. I love the fact that this guy's got some goggles molded onto his head, if you can really see them. That looks nice. And some like tubes coming around onto his chest. This guy here, he's got like these top shoulder cannons. I like that. Looks cool. He's got more of a belt buckle. This guy's kind of doesn't. I'm pushing around him all around the back. But very, very nicely done. For articulation, they both just have the same shoulder ball joints. So they can bring them up like, hey buddy, let's do a fight. Rock'em sock'em robots right now, you and me. Go, go, go. And they can just brawler it out right now. Bing! I don't know, something like that. But that's pretty much all you're going to get out of these guys. And of course, since they are Target Masters, we do know what their alt modes are. But specifically, no we don't. So go ahead and transform them. Just flip out these little pegs you can see right here. Flip out the cannon on the back. Fold in the arms, which do peg together at two separate tab, well, one tab hole and one peg hole. And there we go. Here we have a gun. Or a double-barreled, nicely looking gun. It's not bad. Not bad. I like it. I think this is a cool looking double-barreled gun. They do good with double-barreled guns on these guys. Go ahead and do this guy next. Again, Caliburst, maybe. Holepunch, I don't know. Flip them around. Fold up the arms. Again, peg, tab, everything. And there we go. A nice kind of like sniper rifle looking blaster. So very nicely done together. And you can combine the two together if I just remember how. Give me a second to think and I'll pull something up. I do declare that you do fold these arms back out. It's like in my head, I see it, I'm thinking it, I'm feeling it, I'm not grasping it. Hold up, I'm brain blasting here, having a brain blast. Peg in this tab right here. Tab in right here to this tab hole on the back here. Yes, yes, my brain is flowing. Hey, I got it. And I do believe that's how it's supposed to go. We'll fold this back up, I don't need to do that. And there we go. There is the combined gun mode. It is a nice big old gun. It looks great with Scoop, so once we get them all combined and everything, it'll look nice. But for now, this is what you can see. That looks not too bad. I can get on board with this. I do think they look better individual, but that doesn't matter. So moving on. Let's see Scoopenheimer for what he really is. That doesn't look too bad either. Right. So we have Scoop in his Tonka truck mode. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know why this specific vehicle, I just cannot remember. It is a dump truck. Yes, yeah, no, I think that's the one with the back part. Yeah, that's the long haul guy. Scrapper, come on. I don't know. I'm sorry, I just cannot think of this vehicle. But either way, it doesn't, who cares? We'll get over that. Anyways, yes, it's very Tonka truckish. Got these big old tires, obviously. These vehicles need to be able to support themselves. Got some nice ladders molded in, you know, some nice windows here. You can just say hello to Scoop right there. Hey, Scoop, how you doing? So, yes, very bad head formation there. It's very visible. This side has some different molding, so that's cool. Top's got some decent molding, you know. Nothing too crazy, but not bad either. It's got this nice scoop in the thing. I just can't think of the name. Gets kind of hollow on the inside, but it's all filled out when you have it like this. There is some decent articulation in this scooping arm, and there's some nice pistons also molded, you can see. But yes, with the articulation, you can bring it up like this. You can go whoop, dump it into nothing because there is no back dump truck part. But the only problem is this doesn't really click in, so when you do stuff like this and you lift it like that, ta-da! You see his head reveal. Hey there, Scoop. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But like I said, good articulation. We have a hinge here, here, and here. So lots of movement. You can do the worm with it. you know, something like that. But the only bad thing is when you do use this hinge, it does look like it's broken, kind of. Looks like there's chunks missing. It's just due to how it works. So that's unfortunate, but not a big deal. Now if you look at the bottom, you really can't see everything there is to see. There's the chest, there's the arms, there's the legs. Everything is visible, but we don't look at trucks like that anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But other than that, it's not bad. Everything else looks nice. It is a very nice construction vehicle. I just wish I had more paint. Really, we're all getting in this mode is orange and gray. But you can see once you transform it, you are going to get a bit more color. But that's just my thoughts. I don't mind these tires not being painted just because it is a construction vehicle. They're not glamorous or anything, so it's not like you're going to the club with this thing. Doesn't really matter. So transform, we'll just start here at the bottom. Split apart these arms. They are tabbed in at the waist, kind of, the bottom of the chest and everything. As well as they are tabbed in at another location that I'm not remembering. Oh, yes, yes. As well as the top of the chest. They're tabbed in at the shoulders and chest and the forearm, or wrist and chest, I guess. Or forearms and chest. Yes, there we go. So there you go. Split that up. Kind of just unhinge it. There are two hinge, or I guess it is double hinge. Or no, hinge and ball. There is a hinge and a ball joint right here. So fold it out on that. Get that going. Flip it around. You do just rotate it upward. And this is the spot that it's going to be with the robot mode. You can see there is already some nice molding here with the inner chest part that does just get gone, disappeared with the outer chest. But that's cool, you know. You can see the inner workings of how this mode works. I think that's cool. I like that. They should do that more often. And then you just flip out the wrist. Standard. Nothing special. Standard flip out fist. Flip out fist action. I don't know. I kind of like the sound of that now. Fantastic plastic with flip out fist. I'm going to make that a thing. I'm going to try my darndest. You can see here he's a very split. You can see this mode is very split in half. He does not have any legs. Where is his legs? What the heck? I could have sworn they were just here a second ago. You know, yes, here they are. They're at the back. So what you want to do here is flip out the legs. They are tabbed or pegged in together. Or actually, they're tabbed together. I was right the first time. And what you do here is pretty interesting. Here you have the waist inward like this. And what you want to do is rotate it up. And there you go. That's pretty cool. I do like the way that forms. And then we'll go ahead and flip out the feet. Flip out feet and flip out fist with fantastic plastic used to make this figure. Very nice. And there we go. We have the legs, chest, body, everything's for the most part done. Just need to get his head all situated. And make sure everything's done properly. Now moving on up, you see we have this giant chunk in the head area. Just, you know, what are we going to do with it? Well, for starters, we'll go and flip it around. It's pretty interesting. What you want to do here is flip this on this double hinge again. Hinge here, and then get this whole seat area. I don't know what you'd call that. Car compartment. Flip it upward. Flip this all around. Flip this up. You know, just use every hinge to your advantage. And get the configuration like this. You want to just kind of just accordion everything in. Just flatten it out. And if you want, you can have it like that. Or what's better, I think... See, nothing really tabs in. That's the unfortunate part. Having it like this, I think this is more to my liking. I think this is more of the Transformers Robots in the Skies design for the scooping part. Yeah, I hate the fact I can't remember. What is that? What is it? What? The shovel. There we go. Shovel. So yes, I think this is more accurate to the Robots in the Skies shovel when you have it folded in like this. Or it's up to you. I think this is the instruction way also, but then you kind of do have this plastic chunk here in the back, that black chunk right there. So if you do it like this, you can kind of get rid of some of that, but then you have this giant backpack, and nobody wants that. I'll take this. I'll take 20. So here we have Scoop, Construction Bot Scoop, ready to save Cybertron one circuit at a time. So Scoop does make his debut in the comics by pretty much repairing everything. There's a lot of power outages. Nothing's really working right. You know, they're still in the, I guess, beta phase of their construction of the planet. So he's really just doing his part to fix what he can, because that's what he does. He's very obviously a construction, you know, guy, so construction worker. Lots of orange and yellow, plus this vehicle mode really gives it away. So he just does what he can. Help the community. Shouldn't we all do that? Yeah. But here we have his target match against Caliburst and Holepunch. I don't know if I called that in the beginning. Maybe he was Holepunch and he was Caliburst, or Caliburst and Holepunch, and Caliburst and Holepunch, and Holepunch. I don't even know. They're just nice little target masters that I do like. I very much love the look right here. I love seeing them together. I really love this, once again, I always say this, but I really do love this picture here on the cover of the IDW comic book that comes with it, you can really just see like the power with this guy. Like he's like, I'm here to save you. I'm fixing this city. Like him and his little team here, they're all gonna help rebuild the city. So that's great. I don't think these guys were in the comic, unfortunately, but Scoop was, so that's good. Usually characters on the front page should be in it, because every now and then we'll get a comic book that comes with a figure, and they are nowhere to be seen. I don't know what's up with that. But here we can see Scoop is arrested. He was basically framed, because Starscream's kind of a jerk like that. He pretty much framed him. He, unfortunately, does not look anything like he does in the comic. Not unfortunately. I don't mind it, but it's just, you know, I don't know why they keep doing this. But you can just see here at the bottom, that bottom left page for you guys, right where my thumb is. There's his face. He has sunglasses here, but he doesn't have that on his actual face. I don't know where they decided to pull out the sunglasses. Like, all of a sudden, this guy is too cool. He's like, hey, I'm cool guy Scoop. Alright, the Titan's back, isn't it? Yeah, that's what he sounds like. See, right there, the Titan's back, isn't it? So I don't know what's up with that. You can see Starscream again, as well as I point out. Now I finally have a picture of him in this way. See, Starscream doesn't look like he does on his figure either. Again, I don't know where they're getting these shapes and pieces from. I mean, obviously they have freedom to do whatever they want. I'm just saying, consistency. The toy doesn't even look like that, and you got that on the front page. Right there on the front page, it looks like that. We're going to take Caliburst and Holepunch and turn them into their little Target Master modes, just so we can really see how badass this guy can be. He may be a punk in the comic book, getting arrested and framed and such by Rat Trap and Starscream, but hey, G1 real life, this guy just doesn't take none of your business. There we go. Peg into his arm. And then take this guy right here, just jamoke, and plug it in. He's a construction vehicle. Obviously, he talks like that. You jabroni, you jamoke. Look at that girl right over there. She's a dime, that one. I don't know. Is that how construction guys used to talk? I don't know. That's how I imagine him. There we go. Not too shabby. He is armed to the teeth. These are some BFGs, sort of. I mean, individually, they're very nicely done, but together, they cannot be stopped. So I do like the contrast. Single barrel, double barrel. He's got some extra cannons on top. This is just like added support. I don't know. Energy blast things. Still nice. I like them. I think they look great in his hands. So that's very cool. We'll go ahead and combine them now. That's my transformation sound. Let's see. I do declare that I eat an eclair. And I believe it goes like this. It is pretty stiff tabbing that one in to the top and bottom. It's a very firm, steady tab, so you don't really have to worry about that. So there is how you combine them. Okay, so you can do either or. There you go. So you can have one on top of the other. It's just up to you, preference. I think this might be better. I don't know. You know what? That don't look too half bad. I think I do like this better. Plus, it stays in better, so that's all good too. So it does have double pegs, so you can just choose how far you want the gun to stick out. I think having a bunch of kibble in the back looks nicer on my guns personally. So it does limit the posability of the arm because you have this giant chunk here. But you can get it out there, and I think this looks pretty darn good. He's really loose, unfortunately. And I'll talk about that in his articulation. But there we have Scoop holding his combined gun mode. I'm calling Holepunch. Holepunch. This is his gun mode. There you go. So now to talk about the articulation, it's not the greatest. And it's not that it's not the greatest, it's more of the sturdiness is not the greatest. So we do have shoulders that are ball jointed and they are on a hinge for transformation, but they are also intertwined. So they are codependent. If you move them, just because of the transformation right here, if you move the shoulder, because it is stiff at that ball joint, but there's nothing tabbing in here, they will move together. That's kind of annoying. You do have to hold them down if you really want to get something. But there's also a rotation at the bicep, so that's cool. And then no wrist movement other than in or out, because again, that's just how we do things with wrists that flip out. Flip out fist. And you can also bend at the elbow, which again is pretty stiff. It's not bad, but this is annoying. Yeah. Head can move kind of up and down. It's very solidly in there. It's a stiff ball. Can sort of, again, turn it. Again, it's a stiff ball. But if you really put some effort in, you're going to get it. Waist, again, due to transformation, it doesn't click in, which is unfortunate. So when you're doing that waist movement, the transformation joint does make it want to flip back. So he can rotate it side to side very smoothly, which is nice. His thighs kind of loose. I mean, this one's really loose. He is just flopping up over there. You can't bring him out all the way. Can't bend him at the knees all the way. Just transformation. So yeah, it's kind of like a double knee bend you'd see there. If there was like a missile here, that'd be really cool. Like flip out missile knee. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe you can make him like Fortress Maximus. Have some cannons at the knees. Just like he's going to knee someone and just pulls out a missile and does it. I'm sure someone's done that before. I'm sure someone's had a knee missile. Kind of toe movement, you know, it can go inward transformation-wise and stuff, but that's about it. So, not bad. I just wish their tolerances were a bit stiffer, because his legs are, like, and waist, pretty much from the waist down, he's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. He is kind of flopping around. Taking a look at Scoop, he's got a very nicely done head mold. I do like it. It's got lots of nice shapes going on. I do like the indentation at the forehead. It really breaks everything up. He's got kind of like these side lights, maybe, because he is a construction worker, so maybe he does have some lights that he can use. I think that'd be cool to think of it that way. I do wish the paint was flat. It's very glossy, and I do not like glossy paint on these toys. They do a lot of glossy paint with the Hasbro toys, and that's just, I just don't like it. It looks kind of sloppy. I hate to say it. It looks watery and just not great, so I don't care for glossy paint jobs. I do wish it was a flat tone, but not bad otherwise. That's just a personal preference, I suppose, really. Maybe people do like it looking glossy. It makes it shiny and stuff, so maybe that's your preference. Shininess wouldn't look too bad, but for me, I don't care for glossy. Another thing I want to point out with the Target Masters, you can actually peg them onto the sides of his arms, which is cool. Because sometimes wrist-mounted cannons are better than handheld. It's just, again, preference. I really don't mind either, just as whatever looks better. That's my preference. Yeah, that don't look good if you do it like that. But if you have something like this, very stiff, so if you want to try and get it in there, you can. And that does not look too bad. Having a wrist-mounted... The only thing is it's a very big gun, and I don't think giant wrist-mounted guns look good. It looks good as like maybe a drill. Maybe this is a drill bit. I think that would look good. Maybe a sword or something. But as a cannon, I'm just not feeling it as a wrist. Handheld, good. Wrist, kind of too big. So just to get an idea of scale, here we have next to his buddy Starscream, who did kind of betray him. He is there, very minor, not a big part in this comic book. I don't want to say not a big part. It's just once that part is over, that's it. I really don't think we're going to see him anymore. So transform back, we'll start by flipping in the wrist. Goodbye, flip out fist, and then flip in the feet. He can't stand without his feet. They're totally unnecessary. It's just his feet are really big at the back. Just to add on, I mean, it would look weird if he just had it like this, so they're just there aesthetically. Not any practical reason. But anyways, go ahead and flip out this whole armament piece just to get it out of the way. Flip back his waist. There we go. Flip in the feet. Completely just fold them in. Get those bad boys in there. They do tab in the back of the waist, and then you tab them together. There we go. Then tab in the back of the chest. Not chest, but like the back of this. I want to call it cockpit, but it's obviously not. It's just the seat area, but it does tab into the back here, so it is secure. If you want to get that in there. There we go. Fold out the chest. Oops, it's kind of... Now I'll get that all done at the end. Oh, there we go. Now it's in. So fold out the chest. And this is what you want to do is rotate again this whole segment here that connects the shoulders. And then bring them out on their hinges. And on both sides. Get everything lined up properly. There we go. Just want to find all the tabs. So we have this tab here. Where do we want to do it? Okay, so you want to have the wrist kind of rotate, or the forearms rotate inward so they can tab in. There we go, at that point. And then kind of get the chest lined up so it'll tab in at the shoulder. And that's how you want to have that. Again, find it, tab it in. There it is, tab it in. Find everything, line it all up. Nicely, nicely. And then bring this down, unfold it, the shovel. Kind of just have it however you want. And there it is. Again, nothing too crazy. I probably don't have it perfectly transformed, but it's okay. So again, I probably don't have everything perfectly transformed. I know I don't, just because you can see that tire's not really rolling that well. But it's fine for what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look more in detail at it, just because I didn't really go over in detail too much in the beginning. But you can take these guys, these little Sons of Shepherds. Just fold, put them, there is a peggle here, here, and here. So if you want him in this mode like this, like he is just ready to battle, he's a Tonka truck on a mission. Cool. It's up to you. Go crazy. Does look weird, it's kind of angled. But you don't have to put it there. Maybe you want it up here. You can just have him peg him up at the top. And just kind of, again, this is a pretty wobbly peg, so it's hard lining up. But you can have it like that. It does look a bit weird, but you can do it on both. It's got double turrets. Those little target masters. You can't put them anywhere, so you can, if you want to have one up there, one on the side, you know, it's just personal preference. It's all up to you. Remember, this guy was a soldier in the war, so he needed to defend himself. Although he mostly probably just built outposts and stuff. But there it is. Not bad, not bad. So there we have Scoop. This Transformer is pretty cool. I actually really do like it. I do wish the tolerances were a bit stiffer. Again, I think he is pretty loose in some of his joints and tabs. But not too bad. They will stay. It's just kind of annoying when you're trying to get a pose and he flops around. I do like the target masters. They are very well done. They're probably one of the better highlights of this figure, honestly. That was just like a nice add-on that I ended up liking a lot more. I do wish they would have hid the head. I think that's lazy as all hell. That's really annoying and lazy. But not a big deal. I think this Tonka Truck mode could use a little more color to it. But again, not a big deal. It's just, you know, it's a nice construction orange. Not bad. If you want to add these guys on, you can. Again, see how he's like just kind of... I keep having to tab these things back in together and it's annoying. But these are just really just minor nitpicks on my part. You mean I kind of just rushed transformation, so maybe I don't have everything lined up properly. But, you know, that could very well be the case. Do you need him? If you like Scoop, get him. If you liked Robots in the Skies, this is the reason I got him. Because if you like the Robots in the Skies TV show from way back when, I say get him. I did like that series. I like Scoop. He was a leader of the Constructobots. I don't know if that's what they're called. I can't remember, but they were a group of construction vehicle Autobots that could combine. But there you go. That's really why I got this guy, because I did like him from that show, so I got him. If you liked him in the comic books, get him. If you liked them from G1, I don't know where you saw him in G1, but get him. If you're a completionist, get him. But really, if you just don't feel the need to get Scoop, if you thought, oh, he was so minor in the comics, I don't care for the alt mode, I don't care for the robot mode, I don't care for the target masters, if you really just if you don't want him, I say don't bother. He does feel out of place in the collection. If we had more construction vehicles in the Generations line that kind of matched this motif, I'd say, hell yeah, get him. I'm really hoping we get some more, just because that'd be great. I'm not seeing it happening. I don't know, this is Generations, so they focus on doing different series. We do have some Beast Wars figures. We do have some more Robots in the Skies. Actually, we do have Skybites, so if you want to pair them together, start getting your Robots in the Skies line going. There you go. There's a good start. There's 2 figures from there right off the bat. And we do have Rhinox and Rattrap, so there's 2 figures. Oh, and Waspinator. There's 3 from Beast Wars. So you can get a very good collection going based off just the IDW Generations line, because they are doing a lot of past series, which is awesome. So that's my thoughts on it. You know, just to keep in mind, there is Skybites that we have. So if you want to get the Scoop and Skybites, start making your Robots in the Skies collection. That's a good way to look at it, because I just thought of that right now. And now I'm glad to have him and Skybites on the way. Bam! So anyways, guys, this has been Samurai Man. Don't forget to follow me on Macation at... don't forget to follow me on Tumblr at Macation, as well as Twitter at Macation, and Mechas of blah blah blah. I'm skipping other stuff. And Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. Find all my pictures, updates, who's making what, what's coming out, all that great stuff. I'm going to Power Morphicon, get some beautiful pictures of the legacy stuff, you know, Saga Saber, White Tiger Zord. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, YouTube. Always fun to hear from you guys, see what's up, you know. Hey, where'd you get that figure at? Hey, is this guy still available? Hey, can this guy do that? I got this, don't worry. You let me know and I'll tell you. Anyways, guys, take it easy, have a great day, and until next time.